NBC Premier League after a couple of busy days with international duties. How is your squad toward this crucial game, number 126 versus Biashara United? Karibu.
Asante. Welcome back, not after a couple of busy days, after a couple of weeks very busy with international games, and after a long time, because as you know, I couldn't come for these press conferences because I received a punishment and I was out for 3 games. So before talking about tomorrow's game, for me this press conference is a matter of honor, and I need everyone to know the truth. I was punished because of something that I didn't do. I don't know if I'm the coach who came most times to press conferences before and after the games, but if I'm not the number one, probably I'm one of the most. I came to many press conferences and I'm not seeing the coaches, I'm seeing the assistant coaches, the goalkeeping coaches coming here. But since I'm here, I only miss one press conference against Gaeta Gold. Someone said that I refused to go after Kagera's game for a press conference. First of all, there was no press conference organized. The day before the game, I went to the press conference which was organized, and I was waiting there for 25 minutes for the guy who was in charge to hold the press conference to show up. And after the game, I think from Asan TV, the guy who was making the interviews, who is not asking for me never after the games, asked for some of the members of the staff. The team manager said that I was available to go, and he refused because he didn't know how to speak English. So this is the reality. I was not here in the press conferences. I was not on the bench because of something I didn't do, when I was always trying to help all the journalists. When today I have to move my training session and I slept for 1 hour less to be able to come here. When I'm finishing my training session and I'm not having even lunch, I'm not even having a shower to come here and to be with all of you. So this is the reality. And the people who are coming here every day, even knowing that this is very uncomfortable, and you should try to make this more comfortable for players and for coaches, then I'm receiving even punishment. So this is the truth. So that was a matter of honor for me to come here and to explain everyone what's going on, and we need to be more fair, especially with the people who are trying to help. This is the first thing about the game now. It's going to be a really tough game for us. I'm watching them on the way back from Morocco. I think they have good players individually. I think they are a pretty organized team. When I watch them playing against Yanga, FA Cup, in the league, when I'm watching them in the league playing against teams like Assam and Mungo, they are getting always good results. Against Yanga, they couldn't got the result, but they were in many moments of the game even better than Yanga, and they deserve to get better results. And we didn't have time to prepare the game. I'm still very tired from the trip, so you can imagine the players. They are really tired after a really uncomfortable and disastrous double trip. From there, tomorrow, as always, we will try to be competitive, we will try to fight, but the situation is what it is, and we will try to do our best. You already know, Tadeo, Chris Mugalu, Kibu, they are not still available. Sadio Ganute, he forced to play, and I say publicly here today that I really appreciate, because we didn't have any midfielders to play the last game. He was injured and he wanted to push himself till the limits, so he played, but probably he's not going to be available for tomorrow. Aishi Maranula, he's not here with us, so he will not be tomorrow with the rest of the team. Same reason as Rally Bualia and Jassim and Samiru didn't travel with the team. And I think I'm not missing any more players. No, this is what I told you. Maybe they are not in a very good position in the table, but when I'm watching them, especially playing against the top teams, you can see the motivation is there. And they will do maybe some changes. We are facing the unexpected, but you can still see that they have good players. And in the end, football is about players. If you have good players, you are capable of winning games. When you don't have good players, it's more difficult. And the motivation for them, not only because of the coach, because of the scenario, because of playing in Kappa, because of playing against Simba, this is what we are always facing. We know every team, when they are facing us, they are going to push themselves to their limits, they are going to play their best game because it's an opportunity for them to have a better future. Everybody is watching that game, and I understand this is how football works when you are coaching big teams, and I'm not expecting any game to be easy due to the motivation. And from our side, we need to find the motivation. I don't know tomorrow how I will approach the talk before the game with the players. I don't know how they are going to prepare themselves tonight, but I need to find a way, and they need to prepare themselves because the game is not prepared. We don't have time, we cannot train, we cannot even rest, or we push ourselves to the limits one more time, or then it's going to be difficult to compete. But the good thing is that if something represents our team since I'm here is that we never give up. We can be in a better moment, in a worse moment, but we are always trying to do our best, and we are trying from there. Sometimes it's difficult, we are not fresh, we are not accurate. This is football, this is sport, this is life, but at least we have the spirit, and tomorrow we need, in the next 28 hours, to find that spirit again and try to do our best and try to offer our fans the best show as possible, and I hope we can get a good result. Since I'm here, I don't see, from my side, I don't see any pressure. I see pressure when I'm now coming driving and I see people who don't have any money to eat and they are asking in the traffic lights. This is for me pressure in life and in football. I understand my profession as something unique and great, and I think we all who are here have the privilege of eating every day, to have our families. For me, pressure is another thing. From there, as far as I know, last season the difference and the gap with Yanga was even bigger, and finally the team got the championship. I'm not saying that we are going to get it this year, because also probably they have a better team than last year, and probably we have a worse team. And also in this football, you know, there are many performance factors that make the difference, and probably this year we are not controlling those factors and they are controlling those factors, so it's going to be tough. But for me, pressure not at all. I think for the players, pressure not at all. We are only focused on doing our jobs daily. We are trying to train and to prepare games in the best way. We are trying to perform in the best way. From there, sometimes when you are playing every 3 days, or when you have these really uncomfortable trips, or you don't have time to prepare properly the games, or you are not controlling the other things that are making the difference in this context, so we cannot do anything else but fighting. And this is what we are going to do tomorrow, and this is what we are going to do every day, no matter if we are 8 points far from Yanga, or 3 points, or 15 points. This is the way I understand my profession, this is the way I understand life, and this is the way I'm going to continue acting in the meantime I'm here. Now, for tomorrow's match, I understand that maybe it's not the best day, that they have family issues, that maybe they are not very motivated right now because of our situation in the league, but for us it's going to be important that they are supporting us tomorrow. And last time not too many of them came to FA Cup, and we were capable of playing a great match, scoring many goals, give them some fun, and this is what we are going to try to do all day. So I hope they don't miss any games like that. So that means that I hope they are coming and they keep supporting and enjoying with the team.